Hello, welcome to the workshop. I'm Doug. Hello. So I have been doing over 100+ hours every week for about 3 months now. I've had about friggin' 3 days off in the past 3 months. And to keep from going insane, been doing little things on my little short breaks to help relax me. Little hobbies, little hobby stuff, I guess. Anything that doesn't involve fixing a machine or welding or whatever. So I've been kind of like woodworking a little bit. I'm terrible at it. I've been using scrap wood. I've been going on break and busting up garbage pallets. And I want to try this thing. So I don't know. I'm on break right now. I try not to do things on company time. The supervisors here do not play. They're fair, but if you screw up or do something they don't like, they will definitely express their displeasure. So I don't like doing this stuff on company time with company materials, but I do need a hobby type thing, a little getaway, a little break, if you will. So I want to try this thing called shou, which is an ancient Japanese wood preservation technique using flame. According to them, and it's probably semi-true, the burned wood will repel pests and insects, preserve it from moisture, and according to them, keep it from burning. I don't believe in that. I don't buy into that. Anybody who's had a fire knows that the stuff that's already been burned, if the fire goes out, that'll be the first thing that lights back up. So I'm a little iffy on that. But that's not why I'm doing it. But they claim it makes burning the wood makes it fire retardant. I really don't buy into that. So I have some very similar pine boards here. The one thing about this process, it seems to work best on cedar and pine and softer woods. I've tried this on oak and hardwoods, and it doesn't work as good. And also, the grainier and the knottier, the better, I guess. It'll be more dramatic. So that's usually the lumber most woodworkers do not want to deal with. They don't want crazy, out of control grains, because grains are usually trouble. Same thing with knots. So it is a lower grade of lumber. But I want to do some experimenting. I keep seeing these beautiful pieces and I cannot seem to get it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I do know for color, you're supposed to use dye. I use paint. I didn't realize until recently that everybody's using a dye. I used paint, it came out like crap. The idea is take a flame, scorch this, and in some cases you can or don't have to. You don't have to. Some people do, some people don't. Take a wire, nylon, usually nylon brush, which I don't have here in the machine shop, just steel brushes, and brush all the soot off or the charred stuff. So we'll do both. I want to do both. I really would like to see what does what. And I am also going to burn these to a different degree. I'm going to take these boards and label them. And I am going to turn one into a piece of charcoal. One I'm going to hit just a little, and one I'm barely even going to touch it. So we'll go. This will be light, medium, and heavy. We'll see what we get. Now this, if you ever try this, very friggin' messy, especially if you're gonna really burn the wood a lot. You cannot do this in the house. Even part two, even just a scraping, not even the torch, but just the wire brushing after, huge mess. So don't do it in the house. No. If you barely hit the wood, it's not that bad. But if you char it, it's out of control bad. So I'm gonna get set up here. I'm gonna pause it and I will see you in a minute. All right, welcome back. Got my setup. Got my high, medium, and light boards down there. You know, I'm gonna get these right on top. Hang on one moment again. All right. The first board is the low, medium, high. And these I am going to do all pretty lightly. And I want to experiment with some stain. But all these are gonna be light, these first four, and these are gonna be light, medium, and charcoal. So here we go. I'll be back in a sec. in. Shit. Alright, brought them in. I hope I didn't mess this up. Light, medium, dark, heavy. And these I tried to keep all the same, about the same. This gets messy. A lot of people use a nylon brush. I don't have one. And you can do this for like an hour. So this is the piece I barely touched and pushed a little too hard with the brush. This one looks nice. And it takes some practice. It takes practice. This part looks really good. Okay, now for the charcoal piece, which I probably could have went even more. Here's the end. I nailed the end really hard. Hopefully you guys can see all this. This one is going to kick off a lot of crap. Oh, that's pretty. Oh man, did that come out nice. Look at that. Jeez, that's really good looking. That was the darkest piece I did. I should have did them all. I might go back and do them all like that. Look how nice that is. Oh my goodness. That was the old darkest one. God, that looks so nice. These probably aren't gonna, I don't know. I think these could have got it a little more. Could have went a little darker. Alright, now for time purposes, I don't want to do this for an hour, but you can. I believe the more you do it, the more the grain will come out. This one looks the best, and I charcoaled it. So I'm actually going to take a couple of these back out and charcoal them, because I really like the way that looks. But I want to stain a couple too, and see how they turn out. This stain is like ebony. It's like it's black. It's the darkest stain they make. So it'll be interesting. It's gonna be really dark for sure. So I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna go out and cook a couple more of these for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to stain them. I'll be back.